Good morning. It's just before 6 on the 4th of July, and it's 50 degrees out. Looks like cloudless skies. I have no idea what the weather's supposed to be. Not sure what today's plan is. I know we had been invited to Kevin and Cheryl's camp down at Bottle Lake. Not sure if that's going to happen. I'll have to find out this morning because I had promised to make soft pretzels if we do get down there. Come on, buddy. Flynn. Nothing there. Flynn. Come on. I haven't seen any hares yet this morning. It's unusual. When Flynn and I went for our last walk last night, I did find the remains of an eaten hare. There was one leg, fur-covered leg. Oh, there's the first hare. And parts of the spine. That was it. What we got, Flynn? Is he going to play with you this morning or no? Is he going to run? He's running. He's a runner. Let's see if he comes over to you. Hello? What's he doing? Nope. He decided he wants to run. Come on, bud. I did pull up the recipe on soft pretzels yesterday. I was thinking about putting together a starter overnight. I seem to be having better success with my breads. I've got to make a starter, let it go overnight. The Italian bread recipe calls for starter. I started to do that also with rye bread. I do have a used loaf of rye bread I froze, and haven't gotten into that yet. I was yesterday's chore was clearing up the tree, the branch, the limb that had broken off on this tree here. It was out in the road, partially blocking the road. Started with the electric battery operated chainsaw, and that That lasted maybe a half an hour. I mean, the battery operated one is great for the little alders and pruning pine trees and that kind of stuff, but when you have serious work to do with cutting up wood, there's nothing like a gas powered. And I've got a big MS-261 steel for a 25-inch bar, and she cut through this stuff like butter. I gotta see if I can get the tractor up here and drag that one out. Drag it down to the property, and then try to see what I can do with that. I don't want to go anywhere near that because I have no idea where that's going to fall. Well, Flynn took care of business last night, so I don't know if he's going to do it again this morning. He actually surprised me. It was twice yesterday he went. But we've been giving him treats in his bowl. Chicken scraps or pork scraps. So he's got a full belly. That hair leg goes up here somewhere. I don't know if somebody came by and wanted a midnight snack. I don't see it here anymore. Oh, look for the spine. Backbone. And the leg is gone. Look, get it, come. Gorgeous morning. Wow. The deer flies are out already. I have my Canadian tuxedo on because I have a short sleeve shirt on. It's going to be a warm one, so I don't want to put a long sleeve shirt on. So for this morning's walk, 50 degrees, I'll put the Canadian tuxedo on just to protect my arms. I got my gloves on, my netted hat. Well, I had loaded up a gator with the 2 chainsaws. I moved the chipper over behind the gator to tow that up to where the limb was that had a dispatch, and started up the driveway and said, I don't know if I locked the hitch. Closed the latch on the chipper, on the hitch of the gator. I looked behind. Not only had I not locked the catch, I hadn't even hooked it up. So I turned around and headed back down. Got the chipper. Come on, get out of there. What are you doing? I posted the gaff was on the camera on the barn. 9:51, 9:53. 9:51 is when I went out without it, and 9:53 I had gone back and put it on the gator. So people commented that happens with old age. And it's true. wanted to walk up past Jenny's and see how her grass is coming in. I think Flynn's got a mosquito on his snout. Nope. A bunch of crows and ravens on the top of the tree there. Well, the rest of it came in pretty good. I didn't understand they mowed it like 10 days after it had been planted. Amazing how tall this stuff is. I don't know what it is, but it's over 6 foot tall. Guess we're out too late. Look, to have the bird banging on the sign. We were sitting inside the house last evening, and somebody was flying by on ATV. My head is not that big, that's the hat. I don't know what these purple flowers are, but they're cute. The wife might say they're pretty, but I'm going to say they're cute. Babies are pretty. So after cutting up that limb, I had some cramps last night. Gotta eat some bananas today. had taken a break from the chainsaw, the battery operated chainsaw. The battery was dead. And I went in to have a glass of iced tea. And I was drenched with sweat. Went back out later with the gas-powered chainsaw. Did what I could. Chipped everything up that I could. And was drenched in sweat again. But I went in, showered, weighed myself, and I'm still 8 pounds heavier than I'd like to be. I have to weigh myself again this morning. Then we're going too far. Oh, I did get we're walking up north on the road, but I did stop down on my cool down lap with the ATV and picked up the Pepsi can and went further down and found a Mountain Dew can. So those are cleaned up. I'm not seeing anything up here this morning, except for that Twisted Tea cardboard container that's there. Oops, so I turned around here. Huh? It doesn't look like they were in the driveway. In the driveway. It looks like they turned around. Flynn, let's go. Come. Flynn, Eli's not there. So this morning's traffic report, there's no detours, light traffic, no delays getting to work. If you're going to work, I don't go to work. I'm retired. Come on, buddy. Come on, let's go. Happily retired. And the truck is paid off. We have 4 more payments on the tractor. And then just regular monthly telephone bill, electric bill. Miscellaneous stuff, pay car insurance twice a year, March and September. I'll come get that sometime today. And Rita's car payment. It looks like he's trying to find a place. Yep, there he goes. I guess that might be a spruce right there. Alright, so Flynn's all done. Head back and get some coffee. I had cereal for breakfast yesterday, so I'm going to treat myself to a muffin this morning. The grocery store in town, Hannaford, sends out an e-flyer by email, and they've got blueberries, 2 tubs for 2 for 4, 2 for 5. They're the small tubs, though. I hope they're not 8 ounces because they're just ripping you off. I've been buying 18-ounce tubs for $5.99. Back to the chicken barbecue the other day, the guys were talking about strawberries. Strawberries came in, I guess, a week, 10 days ago. And there's a place up in, I guess, near Smyrna that has pick your own strawberries. And they charge you $6.50 a pound, I guess. So you have to drive an hour and 10 up, hour and 10 back. For me, Smyrna is 2 gallons of fuel because they get 32 miles to the gallon. Oh, it's 20 gallons, $20 worth of fuel. Those are 2 gallons up, 2 gallons back. Come. So you spend $20 or more in fuel to buy a couple of pounds of strawberries, but they'll come down to Lincoln and sell them already picked for $7 a pound, or a bushel. Not a bushel. It couldn't be a bushel. So people prefer going down to Lincoln and having them already picked for them rather than having to deal with bugs in the field. I think it's way too soon to expect anything from the cherry pits I try to plant. 5 of the 6 apple seedlings are doing well. The 6th one is struggling. It's less than half the size of the others. The sunflowers are coming up strong. You're going to have to figure out where to put those. I just don't want the hares to come down and eat them. I know once they get bigger and they flower, deer will come down, or moose, and eat those. That's why I will plant sunflowers to attract deer. Starting to get a little bit warm with the denim jacket on, but so far no deer flies or mosquitoes have gotten through the gloves or the jacket. I think the sun's strong enough that it's, well, I was going to say keeping the mosquitoes away, but they're around the hat net now. Come on, Flynn, let's go. I don't know what he's smelling. Come on. I was cleaning up the Pepsi can, taking my cool down lap on the ATV actually. Just happened to remember to clean up the Pepsi can while I was doing that. I was off on the ATV in the woods, and Roland Fox came north on the road to see his girlfriend up at the intersection of Tar Ridge and North Road for dinner. And he stopped to chat. He's driving a white GMC now. He says he blew up the motor on the other vehicle, the other truck he had. Okay. Flynn, come on. Let's go. He says the truck gets 14 miles a gallon, so he's getting killed with gas. But he did say that a couple of years ago he got a raccoon out of that knothole there. I don't know if it was stuck or whether he shot it or what. Still some work to do over there. That's a big tree. Anytime I go out here when it's windy, I'm afraid. I was afraid some limb would come off there. That limb that came off 2 days ago. No wind. It just broke. I guess the weight of the leaves and just maybe a breeze, and she snapped. Boy. Well, we haven't had much rain lately, which is good because the rain leads to potholes. When it does rain and there's water on the road, I try and stay away. I don't want to drive through the rain, the puddles, because it just makes the potholes worse. You can't see it from here, but when we come back from the last walk, there's a patch of dirt over there, no grass on it. And there was a hare taking a dust bath, lying on its back and rolling around. I thought it was dying. But it got up, shook itself off, and then did it again and again. And Flynn finally said, all right, I had enough of this, I'm going to go get it. He pulled pretty hard, but is that the same guy from before? I think it is. He's gone. Check out the apple tree over here, see if we can find any apples on it. Yep. Yep, we got a bunch of apples. You go that way? The pirouette. There might be something underneath the tree. When you're looking at something under the tree, I can't see it. Come on, Robert. It's your play. You coming over? I guess not. Oh, this is an apple tree too. I've never gotten apples up in this, but where did I just saw some? There it is. Alright. Almost in the house. All video this morning. Well, happy 4th of July. Wow. The birch leaves are turning brown. Let's see this apple tree. This has got good apples on this. These are yellow apples. And I know I'd seen some on here. It doesn't have a lot of fruit on it, but it does have. It's good. But I'm not seeing it this morning. Oh, here's one. Yep. Alright. Coming in out of the field rather than the driveway. I wanted to say hello to that hare. But that'll do it for today's video. Oh, there's another hare over here. Flynn. Flynn, over here. Come. Oh, he left. Because he's going to go under the stairs. Nope. What's he doing? Come, let's go. Maybe he took off. I should start the generator. I haven't started it in a couple of weeks. Last time I started it by the pole started rather than the electric starter because it was a warm day. I can't start that with the pole starter unless it's a warm day. 50 degrees, I was thinking. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Oh, says his wife is up.